and one of those meetings will bring this Housing Trust Fund Committee in here. I'd like to go over that because actually when the 40Bs were going on zoning, I started that fund and it's sitting there all these years later and it's not really doing what we intended it to do.
If I may, Mr. Cronie, because I'm the selectman that's on it, we just appointed the members a couple months ago. We've had no members, and we just had our first meeting the other night, and the chairman, what we're doing is we're actually getting, the chairman is going and finding out probably the questions that you have is insofar as what money's there, how much is pledged, what should be there, what's all of those questions. You know, which
who's the chairman?
Sandy Slavin. What developers, you know, have put their money in, going back to look at what the agreements were, you know, in 40B developments to see what's been on it. That is actually one of the things that she took on the other day that she said that she would find out for us. So we won't even have those answers probably until January when we meet together. But I mean, you can have them in here, but we've only had one meeting so far, and we're still looking for that fifth member. So it's not even a full board.
Okay.
But I can share you that, get all that information to you if you'd like. That would be no problem.
I kind of know how much it's in there, and I know who put it in there. I'm just curious, now that we've appointed members, are we going to do what we said we were going to do with it? I believe you were sitting in the audience the night when we started that many years ago, so you know the intent was to take $25,000 or $35,000 at a time and help a family in Wareham purchase a home with that money. And then my next question is, out of that, Mr. Sanjanek could probably answer this better than obviously than Mr. Andrews, because he hasn't got his feet into it yet, but Mr. Heaton's bill on that, we had made a motion to pay out of that, and that can't happen. So
it was like
We
16.
made a portion out of it
Yeah.
from there. The balance came from money that was recently appropriated at
Right.
town meeting.
right. His bill.
I think it was like
We
16.
need to iron that out, because it was supposed to be $15,000 from CETA to hire him initially. I don't know if that ever happened or not. Then his contract was 15 or so with us, and I believe the 10% of the money out of that trust fund is all he could pay for consultants.
Right.
And we approved, I don't know how many thousands of dollars, and we can't pay out of it. So what I want to see is what actually got paid out of that fund to him.
Right, and I'd also like to just jump on that for a second, because I think that the interpretation of administrative costs versus being able to hire a consultant, we asked for clarification on that from council, and I'm not sure that we got it. Because, you know, the administration means running the fund, hiring a consultant is something different. So I'm still not convinced that we shouldn't be able to pay Mr. Heaton from that money.
Well, then that fund would be gone, because there was $135,000 in it, and his bill was some $84,000.
I don't think it was quite that high, but I could be wrong.
The fund had $135,000 and change, and his bill was $80-some-odd thousand.
We haven't committed to pay anywhere near that amount.
53.
Yeah.
It was
Okay,
only
that's
53.
my 2 cents, Mr. Chairman, so thank you for your time.